want to answer your question, Rich, about the 5%. But any other questions that need answers before we keep moving forward?
I'm ready to list, but I want to do it at 5%.
Okay. Here's what I would say to that. If you want to list it at 5%, you get 5% quality. Now, I do 6%. That's what my company does, the 6%. And we want to offer 3% to the other realtor on the other side. What I do is worth every bit that 6%. And the fact that we want to offer 3% to the other, I'm giving them half of what the commission is. And here's the reason why for that. You got over 5,000 properties on the market right now in Brevard County. That's a lot of properties. When a realtor pulls up houses, and your house is including that, there's probably at least 10 other houses just like yours that are for sale, if not 20 to 30 houses just like yours. You know what a realtor does when he first looks at those houses as he's scrolling through? He looks at the commission rate down at the bottom. And if he can find 5 to 10 houses that are pretty much the same, and they're offering 3, some of them are even offering 3.5%, some 4% in commission rates. And yours is at 2.5%. Guess what? Not show it, or you're the last on the list. So I want to make sure that we get your house sold, we get those realtors out there and reward them for showing your house and selling it, and also make sure that we get the best possible agents out there. And that's the reason why I'm going to say 6%, Rich.
When can you get it in the MLS?
Soon as you sign the listing contract.
Let's give him a big hand, huh? Anybody have any comments or just feedback for Maurice? I was ready to go. I mean, he really he did an excellent job, and I want to thank you so much for that. A couple things, Maurice,
Okay.
and then I'll close here, and then anything else we can do, Ken, that you want us to do together. And I also want to answer I had some time to think, and I got some consultation from somebody in the crowd here about overcoming your objections. I'm coming back at you. You don't mind my saying business doubled last year?
Yes.
And the year's not over?
Correct.
Just before the year's over. And your market's down 54%?
Actually, the number of sales dropped 57%.
What's that? Tell me about the market.
I mentioned this yesterday. Number of sales dropped 57% in the last 2 months.
57% in the last 2 months. Right. You're in one of the toughest markets in the area.
Yeah.
So how are you able to double your business in a market that's basically free-falling? What were some of the keys for you, just from a discipline perspective?
My wife just whispered, prospecting.
It's been a big difference. And having a good support person, right?
Right. And you holding me accountable on that prospecting. The other thing is pre-qualifying, so I'm not wasting my time. That's, especially in the market where it is right now, that's critical. I'm just convinced of that. That if they're not willing to do those things that I'm asking them to do, then I shouldn't be listing their house, because it's going to be wasting my time.
Right, right. So you've learned to work from a position to a position of abundance and selectivity.
Yes.
We're going to talk to more people to say no to more people. We're going to take them through a process. We're going to take the listings we want. What are we going to do with the listings that we don't want?
Let the other guys take them.
Let the other get them. We'll process.
And I'll get them in 6 months to a year.
You did great. You did great on that, and that's excellent. Well, you earned every bit of that doubling business because of the effort you put in place, and that's really, really important. In the back of your packet, you'll see an enrollment form, and I just want to let you know, and some of your brokers will be with you tomorrow, but if there's any of you that are leaving today, just want to give you a heads up on some materials that we have that can help you, your executives, if you're an owner, as well. First of all, we have a motivational CD, the first step. Many of you get the motivational quotes of the day, and you're blessed by that. We also have a CD series where we have 31 motivational quotes, one for each day, in little 1 or 2 minute segments that you can have. That's $10. I also have the Core Selling Skills Tool CD for $19. I think you asked about that. If you want all the scripts, if you want all the process, I actually have them printed here first if you want to see the content of the material. Objection handling scripts. I'm going to put in Ken Durkee's I'm a Muslim from Lebanon and I'm a Christian from Iran or whatever it is. I'll have that one written in there for the next one. Ken Durkee special we'll have on that one. And then Smart Recruiting CD series for the broker owners. This is made specifically for realty executives. It's all in realty executive language. Special is $49 on that. It includes the whole process. Broker owners, if you're here tomorrow, we'll be talking about that. I have that as well. And then we have packages available if you'd like. And then one-on-one coaching. There's information on the back side of that on one-on-one coaching and what that can do for your practice, whether you're an owner, whether you're an executive, it doesn't matter. If you have a team, we work with teams. It's great to see some of our clients in here and proud brokers too of Maurice, right? Very, very good to have people like Maurice. Now, what would happen if you had an office full of Maurice sites? What would happen to business?
I'd be so happy.
Duplication is really important. So what we do in our one-on-one coaching program is this. First of all, we want to unlock the true potential that exists within you. We tend to run at about 50, at most 60% of our true potential. I don't care where you are within your business or practice, we work with people at all levels. And what we want to do is basically help you get out of the way of yourself, because we ourselves individually are what get us, or keep us from becoming all that we can be. Then second, we want to help you run at peak performance, run at all the key fundamentals and disciplines that are essential for growing and advancing your business. We have testimonies. We'll hear from Stu tomorrow and so forth. And then we finally want to help you advance your business. We will be defined in this market as either a statistic survivor or thriver. Our goal is to help you all thrive and advance your business on there. So if you have any questions, let me know. For this event, anybody that does enroll in coaching, I'm giving 2 additional sessions at no extra charge. So you can pick up a couple extra sessions by doing that. And I'll be available here afterwards to answer any questions, and certainly here tomorrow. So I want to thank you, Maurice, very much. And before I say thank you and goodbye, I want to answer your question. Ken, you come up if you want. Yeah, I know, we got a piece. What's your name? I'm sorry. Anita came up to me and she gave me, which I wish because I used this as an example before, but in a situation where somebody is hung up on something, for example, price. If you're with a seller, besides price, what's most important to you, or the commission you're going to pay, what's most important to you in the sales process, it's level shifts away. So from the objection. So in other words, in Ken's situation, besides your fundamental religious beliefs, what's most important to you regarding the sales process? In other words, we want to talk about results, and we want to talk about experience, because bottom line for sellers, what matters most is results. So we always want to level shift away. And then the other thing is, don't put things into the sales process that could sabotage it, like asking them about their religious backgrounds. That's the only thing from you, Ken. I had to throw something in on this.
It's interesting, I didn't ask the question, he did.
Oh, he did. All of the other guys. That's
The guy before he said,
I thought it
he
was
sat
serious.
down, and we weren't sitting down more than 5 minutes before we were both on our feet and out the door. I mean, it was the fastest exit I've ever had.
So maybe, usually what happens when I tell people,
Now you know I'm not licensed anymore.
when I tell people is if you're ever stuck with something like that, change it in your prequel. So if you're in there, ask about the religious way.
He did do that.
I'm not
Well,
saying-
you know, you take a guy that's out fresh, it's his first listing appointment, he's really excited about going out and learning how to do this, you know, and I'm just on fire to go out there and help him, and this happens. It was an interesting pre-brief on the way out.
Yeah, I bet. Where and what not to do and everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or post-brief, it wasn't really brief. Well, anyway, there's a little piece on the agenda here where we talk about moving people off of idle. You know, we've seen a lot today, right? You know how to put it in the low and hit the, hey, you can drive one of those 350 horsepower, yeah.
You need a Harley.
You need a Harley.
That's what you're gonna
So what we want to talk about, and you know, Rich and I haven't rehearsed this at all, but we thought it was important that after everything we've seen over the last day and a half, that what will it take to move us off of idle? We're sitting here, we got a big engine, we got a nice car, we got all the doors and wheels and stereo and everything in that, and the engine's is revving, but we haven't put it in gear. What's it gonna take to move us out of Iowa?
You're looking at me.
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
maybe you can jumpstart.
Well, maybe my question for you is, what's keeping you from getting keeping you from getting off the starting line? You're in the blocks, what's keeping you from advancing and moving forward? Because we're either going to be a statistic survivor or a thriver.